portrait of one, the angry young man of Hollywood, Rod Serling, after successfully writing a 1-hour teleplay, The Time Element, opens up a portal to the fifth dimension on television sets all across America. Little does that man know, his little TV show was about to become one of the largest stars of modern Americana, sprouting sequels and reboots galore. But looking past all that, one sprouting story stands out. About 13 stories tall over the dark side of Hollywood, a hotel with a tragic history has opened its shuttered doors, welcoming everyone into the Twilight Zone. When writing his teleplays, Mr. Serling made one thing very clear: there is a reason in chaos. Throughout the show's 156 episodes, there was always a lesson to be learned in the demise and peaks of these struggling about characters, and the Hollywood Tower Hotel is no different. Why were the guests of a Hollywood's shining star banished from existence, and what is our lesson to learn here? The story actually begins about 10 years prior to the events of that fateful Halloween nights, on precisely October 24th, 1929, with the crash of the American economy. Poverty ran rampant across the face of the country, most everyone feeling the effects of the crash, except Hollywood, California, who began its ascent into the golden age status with the rejuvenation of arts following the use of cameras and the need for pastime the country over. In this time, celebrity status hiked along with the sides of the studios not to be named here. In short, Hollywood became a mecca, a mirror the public could reflect whatever hope they had left. Enter our stars, by name of movie appearance: Sally Shine, Dewey Todd, Emmeline Partridge, Carolyn Crossan, and Gilbert London. This is the only thing I'd take from the movie, seeing it was not made by control of the theme park operations. These unlucky guests board an elevator never to be seen again, and the reason for their passing was due to the social climates of the times. These prideful, greedy, gluttonous stars were leveled to the actual stars due to the sheer chance of the Twilight Zone loves to pounce on. The secluded elevator, Halloween night, thunderstorm, and even the time, 8:05, adding up to 13, became the perfect combination for tragedy. Caroline and Gilbert, the starlet and leading man, now haunt the left elevator shaft, while the right shaft is haunted by Emmeline and Sally, the nanny and child star. One may point out that Emmeline is not the picture of Hollywood royalty due to her status, but in that time, celebrity nannies were almost seen as a star in their own right, many integrating into celebrity households and reaping the same benefits as those they serve. Sally Shine to have been spared from much torment as the others, possibly due to the fact she was a child and don't know any better. More on that later. But one may notice someone's physical form is missing from the shaft: Dewey Todd, the bellhop. One thing noticed from all advertisements and official media from the hotel is clear. The physical beings we see outside the actual shafts are bellhops, janitorial staff, and tip-top club performers. A keen eye would notice that these are all hotel staff trudging the grounds of this open hell on earth, and that too has a reason. During the times alive, these servants diligently groveled to the whims of these Hollywood gods on belly. But now the tides have turned. The tormentor becomes the tormented. In the half-dead state, these apparitions make sure the spirits of those smited do not escape the shafts in which these dimensions are opened, taunting, beckoning, and intensifying matters through changes for all subjects involved. When the hotel first reopened its shuttered doors to guests in 1994, there was only one drop, but fear changes, until it's never the same fear twice with randomized sequences. But then, recently, something changed in the shafts. Something got in, bringing a new dimension of fear along with it. Sally Shine can now be found roaming the halls of the hotel, trying to warn guests of creatures in the shaft, along with the elevators, these malevolent machines, seeming to have a mind of their own. We happen to know who one of these trans-dimensional creatures are by their evil cackle when heard in the shaft creature's shaft. Somehow, the spirit of Shariki Atundu, an idol from the similarly cursed hotel in New York, with a similar fate, the Hightower Hotel, has now found its way into the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Though not connected to the Twilight Zone, themes of tribal curses found at Hotel Hightower are not unheard of in the Twilight Zone. But where are you? After all, this is your very own episode of the Twilight Zone. The lesson learned here is simple lesson of ignorance. Becoming a guest of a long-abandoned cursed hotel on the dark side of Hollywood is a foolish move, and can only be corrected by the Twilight Zone.